I don't know why I should be excited. Okay, this film came out March 7th, if I'm not mistaken. I watched it yesterday, I think, or yeah, yesterday. What a fucking waste of. We're talking about In the Lost Lands. My question is, what the fuck did I watch? I mean, like, I went in all hyped. Dave Bautista, a George R.R. Martin story. That's the guy who wrote Game of Thrones, fam. That sounds like a recipe for a dark fantasy greatness, right? That's supposed to be lit, from. That's supposed to be lit. And I'm gonna try to pronounce this lady who's playing Atlas, whatever, Gray Atlas, whatever. Uh, Milla Jo- Jovovich. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm just gonna say that. Jovovich. Yeah. Milla Jovovich. Yeah, whatever. Placing this opposite Dave Bautista. Now, question is, yes, I am saying this is garbage. Yes, I am saying this is rubbish. Yes, I am saying this film sucks balls. That is what I am saying. Now, where did it go wrong? The plot is a fucking mess, fam. A fucking mess. Way too much with no substance whatsoever. It's like they were trying to run down time. I don't know where to start. Okay, there's political aspect to it. Oh, there's a tyrant ruler who everyone wants to topple. There's his abusive or abused wife. Now the man is sick, so she's abusing him. We've seen that before. That seems interesting. It's not bad. And she's losing grip of her power. We see that she wants some sort of assurance, some sort of power. That's what we're getting. First Prince. Don't get me wrong. All the crap hasn't started yet. We see this lady who's trying to get a grip of her power, realizing that her husband, who she fucking hates his guts, is dying. He's ill. And she's aware that this high priest nigga is gonna topple her once the king, the overlord, dies. Granted. Now she wants power. She goes to this witch who apparently doesn't refuse anyone. She doesn't want people asking shit from her, but she has a nice little throne. She sits on it like a fucking queen. People show up to her, ask for shit, and she takes payment for it. Payment of gold, payment of whatever. Now, this chick has she has a semi badass opening scene. First scene, she's hung from a rope, fam. She's on a fucking rope, neck and everything, sitting on one of them stools where you get tired of balancing yourself, you die. Basically, you hung yourself. They just put a rope on you, put a little chair thing on you, and you balance your ass. As long as you can balance this, you can balance yourself for weeks. Good for you. So that's great. And then there's this crazy cockamania girl who's like, the church. Remind me of Catholic vibes. Like, ooh, I don't want to go to church no more. But hey, odd why this is happening during Easter. And I'm watching this during Easter. Oh my god. Anyway, stop with that bullshit. Let's get back to the review. You see this is, as at the beginning, I'm like, this seems promising. Like I said, George R.R. Martin story. Now, I have a few issues, but potential. The world seems big. The placing. I was watching this and I was like, man, this probably needs a series to get more details out, because it seems like a big world and we're finna see it. And fucking disappointed. Anyway, this lady Majiggy sees people in their eyes and gives them illusions, and she does one of the coolest escapes ever, in my opinion. In the beginning, I'm like, oh, this is not bad. It's not bad at all. We have issues, but it's not bad. The witch will not hang. The witch who will not hang. The witch who will not hang. That starts chanting. The crowd's chanting. A couple of miners. What the fuck are they mining? I don't know. They look dirty like they're mining coal. Who the fuck knows? So many questions. Where you getting bullets, fam? Where? See, the story starts off like this is after a fucking atomic type of war. Nagasaki type of vibes. That's what he get. That's what Bautista said, bro. He's character called Boyce. Got all scars on his face, telling us how he met a girl, how he met a witch, and then he shows up with a two-headed rattlesnake. Whatever. I'm not. How the fuck does rattlesnake know who's who? Why does the rattlesnake not eat him? I don't even want to know. I even have questions myself, but whatever. This rattlesnake wraps itself around a gun. He hoisters it in his saddle by his horse. I don't know why it's not biting the fucking horse, but whatever. He's feeding it. It's his fucking snake. And this nigga can put the rattlesnake close to his face. It doesn't bite him. It doesn't even get rid of his venom, but it can kill people with its poison, whatever. We're not even going to discuss it. It's his pet. He trained it. It was a good snake. He even goes through an emotional stage through the film. All he's sad and shit. Captures a snake, looking to replace his snake. And this lady shows up, fixes his gun. Whatever. Like I said, the plot is a messy. Anyway, as I was saying before, I lost my fucking mind. The film has political intrigue into it. It has magic, it has war, it has betrayal. It has nice elements. But there's a lot of weird things that need explaining. Like Bautista's character, Boyce, and Milla Jovovich, whatever her name is, Atlas, Grey Atlas, whatever. They are on this journey to go to this stream, the river of skulls, whatever. I forgot whatever the shit is. It's rubbish anyway. They go there. Their journey is to go there. They go there by horse. They walk. There are train tracks. My question is, how the fuck is the train following these people everywhere? There is a spot within the film where it looks like it's a crater. Like there's nothing around it from. What there's, even in the film, they said we're gonna have to go around. These people took a shortcut. Apparently there's this guy who had a bus hung up on a rope that he used to cross this canyon. He made people pay their fees, leave their horses on the other side, get horses on the other side. Seems like a great deal. Anyway, this church girl with the red outfit kills this man. And then Boyce, or Bautista's character, he tries to get through. He eventually gets through the fucking canyon. And their ropes get cut. I don't even know what the fuck I'm explaining, because this film was trash. The ropes get cut, and they fall into a pit, whatever. And there's this whole sniper motherfucker, or the sniper bitch, it's got scopes on, about to kill this nigga. And then she sees this bitch's eyes, and she loses her fucking sight. Apparently, these people are wearing glasses so that the witch doesn't see their eyes. I don't know how this bitch is a witch. She hypnotizes people. Apparently that's her witch shit. And apparently she's fucking cursed. We don't know why she's cursed. Apparently she can't refuse requests. You go to this bitch and say, I want to see your coochie. She'll probably show it to you. Because she takes no fucking no to request. She takes no. You give her a job, she takes it. That's her policy. Even in the beginning of the fucking film, there's a lady who says she wants to be a wolf. A werewolf. She says that. And then the guy escorting the lady says he doesn't want the lady to be a werewolf. Now, bear in mind, this lady says, I refused no one. So, one person pays her to get something done. Another person who's with the person, without that other person's knowledge, says, don't get this done. She accepts it, brother. And then she goes on this journey to look for this werewolf. And then once the werewolf, she's supposed to take its essence and give it to that lady to turn into a werewolf. Everything's easy peasy. She says he needs to look for a hunter, and that hunter is Dave, who's called Boyce. Seems easy peasy. This hunter apparently has been to the Lost Lands. There's this city, the underground what, where people live there apparently. And then there's that lost city where it's intoxicated with shit. It had some weird Stranger Things type of vibe. It's George fucking Martin. We know he's a fucking weirdo. He writes great shit though. This was some bullshit. I don't know if this is based off his shit and if this is based off a book. I don't know. Bear in mind, they fucked up Game of Thrones ending. I don't know if I didn't even read the book. I don't know shit. I'm just hoping if this is a In the Lost Lands by George R.R. Martin, the story in the book is better than the film. I just hope that the filmmakers fucked it up. That's my hope. Because if the book is as trash as this, do try to make this film or this story complex. But it's not. It's stupid. Okay, now I'm about to spoil the shit and then end here. It's 11 minutes. I don't even know why we're even doing this. Here comes the big spoilers. The story is about a lady who's a witch who's looking for a werewolf. For a lady who's in love with the werewolf, who wants to be transformed into a werewolf. Because the werewolf told her that he cannot be with her on a long basis because she's not of her kind. He's a shapeshifter, basically. On a full moon, he becomes a wolf. He tells this lady, I cannot be with you, I love you, what? He's probably lying, because the whole film, he's fucking a whole bunch of bitches, whatever. He's probably lying to this girl. This girl believes him, somehow falls pregnant with him. Whatever, we'll have a conversation about that. Never. She's fall pregnant with this guy. She wants to turn into a werewolf. That way she could be with the man she loves. Sounds romantic, sounds passionate, sounds lovely. She goes to this witch, asks the witch to help her, get the power to transform into one. And the witch says, sure, I'll do that. And the witch does her magic thingamajiggy where she foresees. And somehow she sees who the fuck the werewolf is. She sees that. And she goes to this nigga in a pub. They play cards. She wins a betting, whatever. They look for this monster. They almost get killed. They get people killed in this journey because the church is after them. Bear in mind, the church in this film or in this story is after the witch because she's blasphemous. She's against the word of God or whatever, the overlord. I don't know who the fuck they're worshiping, but there's a cross, so it's probably Jesus. Whatever they're worshiping is like one of those Catholic crusades of the 1800s and earlier times. Or 1600s or 1800s. I don't even know when the fucking Catholic was all over the place massacring people, but I don't remember the exact date, but you know what I mean. Anyway, they were given those type of vibes. Where they hang your ass if they don't agree with you. Yeah, that's what's happening. Anyway, so this church girl, church priestess, whatever she is, she's hunting this witch. She's trying to kill this witch because the witch is a sinner and sinners must be killed. Whatever. So she hunts her throughout the whole fucking film. And she keeps running with this Boyce fella who's helping a fucking witch look for him, basically. Basically, they're in the hunt for a guy who she's already with. And the worst part is, by the end of the film, she's aware from the beginning who the guy was. But we're going to pretend she didn't stab him, chain him up in the beginning, because she wanted him to transform so she could steal his essence. She could have tied him up in the beginning with chains and shit. And this movie would have lasted 15 fucking minutes. Instead of making us watch them go all the way across town, all the way across the fucking village, fucking country, looking for a nigger who you already have. You already know this nigga's secret. You already put a poison in his blood. You fucking I think you, for a minute, I thought they fucked. I was like, oh, they in love. Because this nigga's like, you don't refuse everybody. Why don't you be with me? And she's like, I don't refuse everybody. I'm going to be with you. And then, you know what she does? She kills him. And she's like, I knew you were gonna die and come back anyway. And they ride off the fucking sunset. And the lady who was the queen ends up dying, gets massacred by the public because the return of the witch will not hang gives starts a revolution, a rebellion, and they overthrow the overlord. Fuck, fam. This was visually stunning, emotionally empty. Sure, the landscape looks great. Yes, it does. But if I want to watch a fucking thing about nature, I'll watch a documentary. Yes. World building, shallow. Stakes, never even real. Never even bothered me. Never at the edge of my fucking seat. Not even once. Whole time I was like, the fuck, fam? The fuck? These have to be the most flattest characters I've ever seen, ever written down. Question is, why the fuck did Dave agree to this? Did you read the script, Dave? Did you read the script? Because if you did, you wouldn't have acted in this crap. That's for sure. Because this is some bullshit, brother. Did you read the script? I mean, like, Great Alys sounds like a cool concept, but she spends half of the film, or the whole fucking film, staring into the abyss, looking dramatically lost and doing nothing interesting. And who the fuck cursed her? Usually when you watch a film, you get a bunch of right answers. You get questions in the beginning and you get answered in the end. No cliffhangers. This one had no cliffhangers, had questions, and I don't even want to know the fucking answers to the questions. Because I just hope, like, my wish is this never happened. I wish I never saw this. I want my hour 30 minutes back. If I had the capabilities, I'll probably sue someone. Like, what the fuck did y'all make me watch? Dave Bautista. George R.R. Martin. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Apparently, everything. Every fucking thing with this was garbage. So, how was the action? Yes, you know me, I'm always into detail. I've talked about the characters, I've talked about the landscape, I've talked about the messy plot. How about the action? I expected epic battles. I expected awesome moments. But I got slow type of fights like my grandmother was fighting. Don't get me started on the fucking CGI on that wolf. Rubbish. This felt like a fucking rehearsal before the actual shooting. Like, it felt like the characters were being gentle to each other because they were rehearsing, and the director was gonna yell, okay guys, that's a wrap, enough of the rehearsals, and action. That never fucking came. Yep, and never came. I mean, the whole film makes no sense. I mean, like, this guy turns into a werewolf. Great. He wants this lady to be his girl. Great. He turns into a werewolf. The first thing he does is try to kill her. Granted, she's trying to kill him. Great. He's not running away to defend himself. He's literally launching himself to kill her. And bear in mind, this guy has been told. This bitch has got that gift that makes you see illusions. This guy in werewolf form sees a fucking giant eagle, bird, whatever. He lunges to it. He runs for a minute or so. He runs a great distance. Jumps, tries to get the bird, and it just clouds because it's in his mind. And then we get to the real scene, what's actually happening. He was on a platform. He just jumped off the platform. So he was just running in his mind, apparently. Whatever. He runs off the jumps off the platform. This lady stabs him. like he isn't 2 times his fucking size. The guy is like, Bautista, as a human being, is bigger than this lady. Boom. Now, as a werewolf, he's 2 times bigger than her. She still whips his ass. Granted, he's got silver in his blood, so he's weak. Whatever. But this is a werewolf. It's fucking bigger. She beats the crap out of it. Like it's nothing. She doesn't even beat the crap out. She just stabs it a couple of times. Poke, poke. And this guy transforms back to human because somehow, miraculously, the moon is hidden. So this guy only transforms when the moon is in plain view. When it's not in plain view, he goes back to being human. And gets stabbed and killed. And he gets chained up, apparently, while he's passed out after she helps save his ass. And then he transforms and she kills him and takes his fucking fur or whatever. Okay. Takes it to this lady, says, hey, drink the blood of this crappy thing. And the lady's like, oh my god, you killed Boyce. Oh my god. And she's upset. She kills her lover of some sort. Her side piece who helped kill the fucking high priest. She kills him because her lover, the father of her baby, was murdered to make her a wolf, that she wanted to be a wolf. And that guy survives after being buried because his fur, his blood, whatever, is not consumed. So it goes back to him. And he resurrects. He shows up, tries to kill the witch, and they're happy. And they go into the fucking sunset together. What makes the fur disintegrate? I don't even know, fam. Just rubbish. Just the 2 of us. We can make it if we try. Anyway, final verdict. So much potential, but completely fumbled. Execution, rubbish. Story writing, rubbish. Filming, production, action, everything, rubbish. Acting, rubbish. Casting, probably rubbish, because I don't think this is beneath Dave Bautista, in my opinion. He shouldn't even be acting in this. Rubbish. Sorry. I'm so sleepy talking about this crap. Rubbish. Save your time, the disappointment. Don't watch this. If you already watched it, you're a dumbass like I am. If you haven't watched it, don't. Just watch Game of Thrones instead. Don't watch the final season, but I don't know, end on a fucking cliffhanger. Or don't watch the last 2 episodes of Game of Thrones. Go watch that instead if you want epic world building and shit. This, fucking waste of time. You'll never get back. Now that was entertaining. Please let us hang out yet another time. Remember to like and subscribe.